So guys, welcome back to another video. In this one today, we're going to be talking about the 89 rated Prime Ian Wright, who I have just acquired for free by completing 16 of the icon swaps. In the comment section down below, I want to hear from you guys. Who are you aiming to get from the first set of icon swaps? I know a lot of people are going for like Drogba, who is 23 tokens, and I also know a lot of people have already spent some of their tokens on players like Pep Guardiola and Rio Ferdinand. Let me know how you plan on or already have spent yours in the comment section. I'm an Arsenal fan, so as soon as I saw that I could get myself a free Ian Wright in Ultimate Team, he was definitely the player I was aiming to get, and now I finally got him in my club. And in today's video, we're going to try this card out to see how it performs in games. Before we get into things though, if you guys could leave a like rating on the video, that would be greatly appreciated. I've already told you what to comment. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, and if you're looking for a football app to keep you up to date with the latest news in football, don't forget to check out OneFootball. There's a link to download it in the top of the description. Okay, so let's get into this player review, shall we? This is the team I'm going to be using Wrighty in. I've gone for an Arsenal and Crystal Palace theme in the front line because obviously those are two of Ian Wright's previous clubs. So let's have a look at this item, shall we? Ian Wright in game stands at 5'9". He's got medium work rates and a 4-star weak foot. In game attributes wise, he's got quite a few pleasing looking stats, but he's also got a couple that do worry me for his performances in games. Pace looks pretty good, we don't need to talk about that too much. In the shooting section, this card has 90 attack positioning, 92 finishing, 89 shot power and 87 long shots, and on top of that, he's also got 88 composure. So in front of goal, this card should be very freaking good. Passing department though does not look too great. He's got a 78 rating for short passing, which is alright, but everything else in that section looks pretty poor. In the dribbling department, we can see this card has 83 agility, 79 balance, 87 reactions and 86 ball control, and he's also got a 79 in-game dribbling rating, so his dribbling doesn't look the best. So when I'm thinking of chem styles, I'm definitely thinking of something that's going to boost this guy's dribbling. Physically, he looks alright. He's got really good stamina of 87 and okay strength of 74. It's also worth noting he's got good heading accuracy, so should we get him on the end of a cross, I am expecting him to put the ball in the back of the net. In-game stats overall look decent, and he looks like a finisher. His passing looks pretty poor, so he probably won't pick up too many assists, but in front of goal, inside the box, this guy should in theory be lethal. Now I'm actually unsure what chem style to apply to this guy, to be honest. I'm thinking sniper would be good because that's going to obviously like take his shooting attributes to like the next level, and it's also going to increase his dribbling quite a bit, and I am a bit worried about his dribbling, to be honest. But at the same time, I'm also thinking something like artist might be good for this card because that's going to boost the dribbling quite a bit, and it's also going to help out with his pretty poor passing. And then on top of that, we could even go with engine because that'll boost his passing by a decent amount, his dribbling and pace. So yeah, I'm really unsure what chem style to actually use on him. So for the first game or two, I'm going to use basic, and then for the other games, I'm just going to try different chem styles out just to see what's best for him. So we're going to start with basic, but we are going to alternate in between games. Okay, so for Wrighty's debut, this is what we're up against. It's a very good side which features Player of the Month Aubameyang, Player of the Month Vardy, and also two icon centre-backs in the back line. Oh, nice defensive work there from Ian Wright. And now, do we have a chance to counter-attack as Aubameyang tries to slide him through, but he's just not quick enough to beat Nesta to the ball there. Got a chance to break now. Ian Wright gets the ball to Zaha. Zaha's going to try and cut it back. Finds Ian Wright, who gets inside in the box. Can he get the shot away? Oh, he does, but it's not a great shot. I tried to finesse it into the far corner, but De Gea pulls off a good save. Ian Wright, of all people, running down the wing. Slides the ball through. It's not a bad through ball, you know, and Zaha's got on the end of it. And now we've got a chance to score with Aubameyang, and he'll make it 1-0. My opponent tried to get me with the goalkeeper movement, but I wasn't falling for that. Oh, nice bit of play. So many people involved. Ian Wright, can he get the last touch on that? He can. Gets it inside to Aubameyang, and I should have done better with a shot there. I should have done better with a shot. Wright's put that on a plate for Aubameyang, and a panic shot. Oh, nice bit of play, and Ian Wright is going to get on the end of this. Ian Wright, oh, tried to put it inside, and we might have got away with it, and that ends up being a really good assist for Aubameyang. But it is worth noting, I actually tried to cross that further across the box, because I was actually trying to get to Zaha, who was coming in at the bottom of the screen. So yeah, a really nice accidental assist for Ian Wright there. The referee has just blown for half-time, and at the break we have ourselves a 2-1 lead. The game as a whole has been pretty even there, so yeah. Second half, what are we going to do? We're going to switch to the 4-2-3-1 formation, and we're going to try out Ian Wright up front by himself. Have we got one last chance in this game? Can Ian Wright get past Nesta? He can, he's stumbling over the ball himself. Oh, we've lost possession. What happened there? He like stumbled over the ball. So, how was Ian Wright on debut? He wasn't too bad, to be honest, but he definitely didn't blow me away. His dribbling and passing definitely aren't the best, and that is obviously quite noticeable in game when trying to use him. What I will say is, when you get the guy actually on the ball inside the box, he's pretty good, but he does seem to be a player that you've got to do a lot of work around, which is interesting. Anyway, let's get into another game and let's see how we get on with him. In the next game, this is what we're facing. It's an interesting looking side. My opponent's got player of them Vardy, flashback Walcott. He's got a 90 rated Sané up front. He's also got Griezmann in midfield. Yeah, it's a bit of a wild team. Oh, Ian Wright's done really well to beat his man. Now there's quite a bit of space. Goes for the shot at the near post, and the ball's in the back of the net. Great start to this game from Wrighty. Aubameyang links it with Ian Wright. Ian Wright chips it back through. Can Aubameyang score from this angle? No. Aubameyang finds Ian Wright. Goes for the finesse. That's a good save from Alisson. Ozil finds a bit of space. Finds Ian Wright. Oh, I just couldn't get the stab on it. Needed just a bit of an extra touch. Nice bit of play there from him. Aubameyang, who slides the ball through to Ian Wright, who's going to try and get around his man, but he's bundled to the floor by Kurt Zouma. Okay, so at the break, unfortunately, we are 2-1 down. I won't lie, the scoreline feels a bit harsh, but hopefully we'll pull it back in the second half. In the second half, we will be switching to the 4-2-3-1 again with Ian Wright up top by himself. Good play by Aubameyang here, getting on the inside, and Ian Wright flicks the ball into the back of the net. Nice little flick there. Keeper's not stopping that one from close range. And there's the full-time whistle. We have won this game 4-3. Very happy to get that win there, because I would have been really frustrated if I didn't come away with the result in that match. 2 goals from Ian Wright in game number 2, and I have to say he played much better in that game with having the engine chem style on him. Up next, we face a full Serie A side. I think it's fair to say that my opponent is probably trying to complete some of the icon swap objectives himself. Here's a chance. Ian Wright gets a foot on it. Oh, great play. Great link up with Aubameyang, and Aubameyang will finish in the end. Bit of a sweaty goal, but you know what? We'll take it. Good play between the strikers there. Linking up nicely. A chance to break now with Aubameyang. Can he get through? Can he get the ball on for Ian Wright? Is he onside? I think he is, and his keeper's out. Oh, but the shot's gone wide. How have we missed that? Got the break. As you can see, I'm 2-1 down, and I'm not too happy about it. I've been pretty wasteful with my chances in the second half. That has to change. Oh, tries to slide the ball through. Ian Wright puts it through. Ian Wright with a chance. Surely that's a foul. He is fouled in the box, and we've got a penalty. And we do. Whew, I was a bit worried there. Ian Wright puts away the penalty nicely. Oh, Walcott and Wright link up nicely. Walcott puts the ball through. Ian Wright, chance to put us back ahead, and he does! And just like that, we have turned this game on its head, and we've got ourselves a 4-3 lead heading into the final 15. Oh, nice play. Now got a chance to break. Can we finish this game off? Aubameyang plays it inside. Oh, my own players stopped the progression there. I feel Walcott just got in the way. Nice bit of play. Walcott into Wright, who's going to get round the first defender. Can he get round the second? Yes, he can. Right-footed strike. There's the hat-trick. There's 5 goals, and that is game over. Very composed control there from the forward. And there it is. The referee has blown for full time, and we have recorded a 5-3 victory, and Ian Wright has got himself the match ball. So, how was his performance in game number 3? It was really good, to be honest. He was involved in 4 of the 5 goals, which was really pleasing, and he probably could have had a couple more in this match, to be honest. Anyway, that's the gameplay, now complete. I'll see you guys in a second over on the summary page. Okay, so after playing around with this card a bit more, what is my verdict on the 89 rated Prime Icon Ian Wright card? Well, the first thing I'll say is this card definitely does have quite a few notable positives, but it's also got quite a few notable negatives, and we will of course get into them. So, let's break things down, shall we? Let's first talk about this guy's pace. I've got no issues with it. In game, he feels relatively quick. He doesn't necessarily have that super fast breakaway pace like an Aubameyang or a Vardy, but he's quick enough. If he gets a yard or two on a defender, more than likely he won't be caught up to, unless your opponent's defence has defenders like super fast defenders like Lucas Hernandez or Joe Gomez. Shooting wise, don't really have too many complaints about this card. In front of goal, as you can imagine, he was pretty good. I didn't think his shot power was as good as the in-game stats suggest, but his general finishing was pretty solid. His positioning in-game wasn't overly pleasing though, and that's something I do have to discuss. He's got a really good attack positioning rating, but he's got medium work rate, so he doesn't push forward as much as other forwards, and that can be quite frustrating at times. He sometimes feels a bit slow to react to situations, which is a bit of a shame, because when you get this guy in good areas, he can definitely put the ball in the back of the net. His passing was pretty much as his in-game stats suggest. It's alright on occasions, but it's not the best. His passing just isn't that reliable. In some occasions, he will link up really well with players around him, but in others, his poor passing will let him down. So that can be a problem with this item. How was his dribbling? It was alright, to be honest. It wasn't the best. He isn't the easiest player to manoeuvre, but at times he can feel alright on the ball. With basic chem, he didn't feel too great, but he actually felt much better when I put engine on him. So if you're going to use this guy, I really do advise a chem style, which helps boost the dribbling, and if you really want to help him out on the ball, you could of course use something like Artist or Sniper. Physically, how was he? He's got pretty average strength and he does battle a decent amount, but against the top tier defenders, they are going to knock him off the ball. But against average defenders, this card will battle to a decent degree. I was obviously quite pleased with his stamina. He didn't really seem to tire for me, so that was great. Aerially though, wasn't overly too pleased with him. Obviously he does have good heading accuracy, but with him standing at 5'9", he just isn't going to be available for too many headers in Ultimate Teams. So yeah, although his heading accuracy is good, his general aerial ability isn't all that amazing. Overall then, what is my verdict on this card? It's definitely a decent striker item, and if you need a finisher in your team, this card could certainly do that job, but it's definitely not a complete striker option. So with all that in mind, do I advise submitting 16 foot swap tokens for Ian Wright in FIFA 20? If I'm being fully honest, no, I don't. The only reason I did Ian Wright was because I'm an Arsenal fan and I just really wanted him in my club. So unless you're an Arsenal fan or maybe a Crystal Palace fan or just a fan of Ian Wright in general, I probably would advise looking at some other icons, because there are definitely ones that are better value for money. Obviously Ian Wright was a brilliant striker in his day, but his card just really doesn't suit the FIFA meta in my opinion. So guys, those are my thoughts on the icon Ian Wright. Prime icon Ian Wright, sorry. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, drop a like rating on it in the comment section down below. Let me know what you're going to do with your foot swap tokens. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.